Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Mousy, the ultimate SL Clout chaser, also known as AKA Mousy on Instagram. So guys, how are you doing? Happy belated 4th of July. I have my 4th of July fit on even though it is July 6th. I haven't changed yet. Because I just like it. Our house is a mess. I kind of decorated in the background for Instagram video, but I feel like it fits the vibe, so I'm okay with it because like it matches my shirt and everything. Let me know how your weekend has been. What did you guys do for the 4th? Are you feeling relaxed, well rested, and ready to start the new week? And what other plans do you guys have going for the summer? As you guys know, for those who watch every week, I do have a vacation coming up. I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. Okay. And then here's the second thing. On Instagram, I announced a free bikini. I have 2 free bikinis and I made a mini hunt out of it. I put it at almost like a free vendor at every booth that I have. So I put it at Yentements. I put it at the sales event, and also it's at the Grand. I don't know when the Grand ends. It might be over. So if the Grand is over, I'll put both at Yentements. I'll put like one bikini at Yentements and one bikini at the sales room, because the sales room is like a 2-week event, guys. So I'm not really sure, but for now it's going to be at Yentements, it's going to be at the Grand, and it's going to be at the sales room. There are landmarks in the vendors, and you'll get a note card giving you instructions on what to do, and I cannot forget this. Okay, I will try my best not to forget it. I'm going to make a big note for myself, show them where the bikinis are, show bikinis, and I'm going to put it on my keyboard right now. Okay, so I won't forget that. So guys, as a reminder, please be sure to weigh in. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. And let me just jump right into it now, because I feel like it's been some time. Let me see how much time it's been. It's 2 minutes and I've done my intro, so I'm actually getting a little bit better at the intros. So guys, I've been super inspired by this podcast that I've been watching. If you don't know anything about me, guys, I love like these therapy type shows. Like Esther Perel is like chef's kisses to me. I love this woman so much. If you guys have Audible, she has this podcast called Where Do We Begin? And it's like a couples therapy podcast. And when I tell you she deep dives, like she goes into the background, the reasons, the whys, why are you here right now, and like Where Do We Begin is so apt. It's like such a good title for it, and why we're here where we are now. And I love to listen to also podcasts where older people kind of talk about their life experiences, and if they could have done anything differently, what they would have done, and what they cherished most in their life, and what they feel like we should cherish the most. And so this is kind of like what inspired me to do this podcast, because I think it'll help with SL2, like keeping the drama low and kind of finding a good tribe and a good group of people that you could vibe with, right? And this particular podcast, The Sprout, he talks to people between the ages of 80 and 100. And most of the time their response is like, time is a valuable asset, use it wisely, live authentically and live for yourself, and love is so important. So that's some of the things that they talk about. And I kind of listened to a few of them, and I grabbed 7 gems that I want to share with you guys, because I've been kind of like think about it over and over again. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. There was another kind of like video podcast I listened to, and it was like this therapist who was talking about having a high level of anxiety and him not being able to use any of the skills in his like psychological toolbox that he'd learned over time. Even though he could name every issue he was having, he just wasn't able to get this like speaking anxiety down, social anxiety. And then he equated 2 things. Anxiety equals a lack of self-compassion for yourself. Like you're overly critical of yourself, you're overly judging yourself, these kind of things. And then he kind of like started to, I don't even want to say meditate, because he said he used meditation in the past, it didn't help him, but he just started to be kinder to himself and less critical of himself, and he noticed that a lot of his anxiety went away. So I found that super interesting. So it's kind of like a culmination of all these different podcasts that I picked 7 topics, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that. And I think it does relate to SL because of the reasons I just mentioned. It'll help you find a better tribe. It'll help you find a better, experience in SL that'll be like low conflict, low drama, that kind of thing. and kind of encourage you to like put it all on the floor or just reach as high as you can, even if you have to do it in a beta environment like SL, because maybe you can't do it in a real environment like real life because you just have so much real life responsibilities, and maybe like this is the only place that you could escape. Okay, enough of that, guys. Let's jump right in. Let me get into my intro. So, what's the title of the podcast, guys? I have no idea. So, but we're just going to start and I'll name it later. So, let's be real. We're living in a world that rewards ego over empathy, speed over alignment, image over integrity. But if you're tired of pretending, conforming, tired of shrinking yourself to fit into places or molds that weren't built for you, the truth is this podcast might be for you. Whether you're a man or a woman, this is your permission slip to stop surviving and start choosing alignment, purpose, and peace. And this is 7 reminders for anyone who's ready to evolve unapologetically. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is kindness is not a weakness. We live in a world obsessed with this savage energy and this IDGAF, or I don't give a fuck mindset. So choosing kindness in this kind of world or environment or culture, I should say, is revolutionary. People mistake softness for being naive. People say, but honestly, that says a whole lot more about them than it says about you, because you could still be kind and have boundaries. You can care about someone and walk away. So kindness isn't a weakness. It's control without being cruel. And a lot of people say, like, if you're too kind, it allows people to walk all over you and treat you like a doormat. I 100% disagree with that. I don't think you could be too friendly or too kind within reason. And this is the reason. As soon as someone shows, or you feel, your intuition will tell you, your soul will tell you, as soon as you feel like someone's taking advantage, or they're using you as a come up, or they're using you as a resource, you could just cut them off. Because you're always going to have these things. If a person feels like they got to get that off on you, that shows their scarcity mindset, their lack. It's going to be their job to figure out how to get whatever they're trying to access from you. But whatever you have, it's innate, it's in you, the sauce is in you and on you. You don't have to go out and get that again. But I do want to give you guys some benefits that I kind of looked up and researched about kindness, and there's also scientific benefits as well. So this is some real life benefits that shows kindness is a strength. So kindness protects your peace, right? When you move with grace instead of chaos, you stay in control of your emotions, and you're less likely to spiral into drama or carry other people's projections with you, because in essence, kindness equals emotional discipline, because you choose peace over pettiness. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. And guys, I'm not preaching at you. Like, this is more like auntie status based on my experience for people who don't know. People who do know based on their experience and who've done it both ways, share down in the comments below. People who feel like, damn, I got done so dirty, there's no way I feel like I could be as open as I once was. Please tell us why you might feel differently. Like, this is just an open discussion. Kindness also boosts your mental health. Being kind, whether it's through words, actions, or small gestures, it actually increases the serotonin and dopamine in your brain. It literally makes you feel better. Studies show kind people experience less anxiety, less depression, and less stress. So if there's no other reason to give someone a compliment, to hold the door for someone, to just stop for a moment and maybe give directions, for letting another car pass you instead of going into road rage, this is one good reason there. This is another amazing reason, and I know this is true based on experience. Kindness actually attracts quality people. Real recognizes real. People remember how you make them feel. Kind energy draws in loyal friends, better partners, and stronger communities. Kindness actually filters your circle without forcing it. Okay? Kindness also equals leadership power. In business or creative spaces, people don't follow the loudest voice, although it might appear that way. And if they do follow the loudest voice, you'll see all kind of chaos and dysfunction, and it'll be outwardly appearing. Think about some popular SL families or SL creators and just look at their family structure. And if you see a lot of drama going on within, that should tell you that people are following the loudest voice or the most clout and not necessarily the character of a person, right? If you want that kind of leadership power, people often follow people that make them feel the most valued and safe. Kindness builds influence and trust. People are more likely to support, promote, and work with you if they respect your character and not just your brand. Okay? It creates a ripple effect. One kind act can shift a day, a mood, or even a mindset. Kindness teaches others how to show up even when they're hurting, and your softness can actually trigger someone else's healing. Kindness also keeps you rooted in who you are. It keeps you grounded in your values no matter how messy the world gets, and you're not reacting and responding because it's not about them. It's about you and who you are as a person and what you want to project and what kind of energy you want to put out in the world. Okay? And now let's talk about tangible benefits and forward-thinking benefits of kindness. And I'm not saying that you're being kind because you want these things, but I'm just saying what the benefits could be, right? Business and career opportunities. Kindness builds reputation. People, again, remember how you made them feel. And what that translates into business-wide is more referrals, more collaborations, stronger word of mouth support, being on the top of people's mind for high valued opportunities. I know this for a fact. Guys, I've been in business situations. You ever wonder, so okay, let's talk about this. Sometimes at work, people might say, oh, this person wasn't qualified, but they got promoted and that's not fair. I have literally been told by like senior managers when, I don't know if I was a manager at the time in my career or I was just an employee. I've always been a good employee, but there have been times when I've been passed up for opportunities, maybe because I didn't network enough or whatever the reason was. But anyways, long story short, I remember being in a meeting and I was just like quiet because I used to be like, I wouldn't say it in my, like when I started working, getting into my career, I was painfully shy, but before that I was like painfully shy. I had to force myself to do stuff. I have to force myself to interact, and it really paid off for me. But I'm not saying that you have to do that. There's other routes to success. But what I'm saying is that I remember being in a meeting with like senior managers at a job, and there was a conversation going on about someone's career and the trajectory, and it was said in this meeting, X person has more skill set, and the response was Y person is more likable. So what that taught me right then and there is sometimes it's not even about how good of a worker you are. It doesn't even matter the output, right? It's a combination of all things. The more likable person would get, like the likable competent person, likable average person could potentially get a better opportunity than a mid, like in terms of likability person, but more skilled person. So kind of sticking out in terms of kindness, like at work, maybe you stayed a little later to help with the project, not because you got accolades for it, not because anyone knew it, but because you just wanted to help your coworker out. And maybe someone remembered that, and then when it came up in a meeting for you to get an opportunity to travel to another state or for business or to work on a high visibility project or something like that, your name gets mentioned. So I just wanted to throw that out in the mix. And I think that it would be the same for SL. Like if you think about some of the world, like some of the awards that happens in SL, like the Dope Awards or the Icy Awards or Creators, some of this stuff is based on popularity, but I think some of it might be based on likability as well, okay, or kindness. Okay, stronger networks equal future leverage. Being consistently kind earns you relationship capital, meaning people want to help you, they want to plug you in or stand beside you when it counts, because you're building bridges and not burning them. People advocate for you even when you're not in the room. In terms of forward thinking, kindness creates compounded relationships, return on investment. So people, if you're being kind to people, it like just stays with them. Sometimes people don't even know why they like you. Like I said before, they just know what you made them feel. And you just want to work with people who have good energy and makes you feel good. Okay, better conflict resolution equals longevity. In business and relationships, conflict is inevitable. This is even your friendships, your familiar relationships, as well as your intimate relationships. You're always going to have conflict. There's no relationship where someone's going to show up the perfect person, where they don't have to learn how to navigate you and your personality a little bit. So kindness gives you this emotional maturity to de-escalate situations, stay solution orientated instead of complaint orientated, and maintain partnerships through rough patches. So the longest lasting like business relationship, the longest lasting relationships, the longest lasting friendships shows that one or both people have like this a high level of emotional maturity that helps them de-escalate conflicts that come along and helps them navigate rough patches so that you guys could sustain your connection. So being kind even to your partner, like I remember listening to a podcast where this male therapist was talking about intelligence in a relationship, and he was saying that he had the upper hand on his wife because he's a psychologist, so he understands people. Like he studied people his whole career. He studied their motivations and why they do things. But when he argues with his wife, he's not trying to beat her over the head with all this stuff that he knows, right? Because what he recognizes is that just because he knows a lot of shit doesn't mean that he's always right. That's number one. And then number two is that there's no benefit in him being a winner of any argument. And there's no benefit in her being the winner of an argument because all it's going to do is create resentment. But if they could find like some type of middle ground and some type of solution where they both feel happy, that's always the best course of action, and he attributes it to why they've been married as long as they have been. So I also found that very interesting, and I think that could work with SL relationships, business partnerships, and also friendships. Okay, so just wanted to say that. Trust equals brand power. When you're running a business, building a following, or growing in your career, trust is currency. Kindness cultivates trust, and trust builds legacy. Clients come back, followers stay loyal, and partners stay invested. You don't create products, you create experience that people want to return to. And also when you're kind, it often means that more likely than not, you're going to be a calmer person, which equals better decision makings. Kindness keeps your nervous system regulated, which means that you're less reactive, especially when making decisions. You have more clarity under pressure and more stamina over time. Long-term success isn't built from rage, it's built from resilience and calm. So just something to keep in mind. And kindness also protects your reputation in digital spaces. And I said this before in a past video that your reputation is so important, guys. It's really important. In SL, social media and business, screenshots are forever, chat logs are forever. Kindness keeps your brand clean, it keeps your name clear, and your receipts beautiful. So a kind reputation buys you grace in moments where others would cancel you. So that's just food for thought. When someone said that kindness wasn't weakness, it made me kind of like connect the dots in my head in all these situations and kind of think about that. All right, so love shouldn't cost your voice. So this is for men and women. Too many people out here are bending themselves into silence, dimming their glow, sacrificing to keep someone happy. And too many people are loving people who would never sacrifice for them or do any of the things that they would do in return, right? So just keep this in mind. And the reason I even put this in here, because I don't know if you guys know who Cash Doll is. So Cash Doll is a rapper. She has a hairstyle named after her. It's like these soft curls with layers and stuff like that. She has soft glam. She's beautiful, chocolate, gorgeous woman, right? Bombshell. And her raps are really good. She just often talks about being that girl. And she recently turned up on an interview, barefaced, you know, natural hair, all that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Cash Doll is a beautiful woman. But when the interviewer asked her about this, she said that she was doing this because this football player, he's an athlete, you know, obviously this athlete that she was dating basically told her that he wanted her to dim it down. And the first thing I thought to myself was red flag, because I'm like, you're letting this man put you on the shelf and y'all not even married or nothing yet. Not to say that you should even trade that for marriage, but I think it's a red flag because if you are dating a woman, right, and she is dressed to the T's, and she got her soft glam on, her hair, and you know what she's about. Why would you ask her to change herself to be with you? Like, why would you ask someone to do that just to be with you? I don't know. It's a red flag for me. There's nothing with embracing your natural beauty or natural hair. There's nothing wrong with that. But with all this, like, with this podcast culture where all this red pill rhetoric thrives and all this, I forgot what they called, okay, the red pill is against the women, but there's another word for it that they call for men. It's like a scam artist, something like, there's these guys who tell other men, like, oh, if you like a girl, don't text her for 3 days, or ignore her, or like, kind of humble her a little bit so that she is more into you than you are into her, and all this like stupid crazy advice that's out there, right? Which is not, it's not true. Like, maybe aspects of some of the advice would be true, but like, a broken clock is right 2 times a day, and usually that's at midnight and 12 noon, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is this: I wonder where he got this idea, like it would be a good idea to ask her to do this, and where she got the idea it would be a good thing to do this for her. I say this, like, again, as a woman who's not in her 20s, as a woman who is like not in her, like, I just say this as a woman who's older, right? And who has life experience. I feel like I've tried it all. I've tried the super traditional route where I did everything my parents told me to do. Like, you go to school, there's this thing in Haitian culture, and it's the 3 L's. It's luckier, whatever, right? And basically it means homeschool work or homeschool church, right? And that means good girls go to school, they go to church, and they go home, and they leave their parents' house and they get married. I didn't leave my parents' house and got married, but for the most part, I followed all those rules, and it didn't really work out for me. And then I feel like for myself, I went to the other extreme where I was extremely unstructured, and it didn't work out for me either. So there has to be a fine balance in between. But what I will say is this: you only have one life, baby. You got to live it for yourself, and you got to be happy in it. And unless someone is offering you like this really high level of commitment, there's like not a lot of modifying of myself that I would do. To modify your behavior somewhat to be in a relationship just to be respectful and make your partner feel comfortable, I can understand that. But to like modify personal opinion, your values, your ideals, or just give away your autonomy to someone else, whether you're a man or a woman, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's right. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think of that. You don't have to like shrink yourself to be loved. You're lovable as you are. Trust and believe that if you don't believe anything that I say today. Okay. And okay, so please, this brings me to something else I didn't plan to talk about. There's something in SL that's very insidious that I don't like to see. When I see older women like pretending to be younger, like in their 20s, or dressing or shaping their body in this like prepubescent way or like really young way to attract men, that is another example of silencing yourself, shrinking yourself, diminishing yourself to fit what? And what are you trying to attract, and what are you trying to promote energetically in this world? Like, some people might say, oh, you're an SL and we're just exploring fantasies and maybe kinks and things like that. But I say that it's a little bit of pick-meism, like it's pick-me behavior, that you're doing certain kinds of things to attract certain kinds of men. And it's also breeding deviance in our society. So if you got to do this to be with a guy, like, this is not the right guy for you. This is just one example of many that I could give, but it's like the most insidious one that kind of rubs me the wrong way that I wanted to share. So that's kind of an example. We're talking about makeup and stuff, but like changing your religion to be with someone and letting someone religiously manipulate you, or allowing someone to let you quit your job so that they could financially abuse you. These are all things that you got to think about. And it's things that could happen to both men and women. If you're a man, letting a woman shame you about your bank account and what her ex-boyfriend or what men are doing in social media for other women, that might not be a person that you want to be connected to. You want to be connected to people based on actual genuine connection and values and character. So that's just food for thought, right? Oh, this is my favorite one. The harder you work, the luckier you get. People will call it luck when your name starts circulating or your work gets noticed. But what they didn't see were the late nights, the inner battles of whether or not you should balance, and the silences you had to push through alone. Keep showing up even when no one claps. The luck will catch up to your consistency. The Grand is a great example of this. So I told you guys the story about how I got into the Grand. I went there on their opening day. I saw a couple free booths. I kind of right-clicked the object. I saw who the owner was of the booth where it says pay here. I hit up the woman and I said, do you think that I could be in the Grands? And honestly, guys, I didn't think I could because I'm just I wouldn't call myself a dilettante creator, but I've been consistent, but I sometimes struggle with, is my work as good as everybody else's, right? Everyone struggles with imposter syndrome. And I sent her my reels on Instagram and I sent her my clothes and stuff that I do. And she says, yes, you could be in there. Mind you, this was the first day the event was open. I had no preparation, no nothing. I couldn't prepare, but I had that booth up within 1 hour. Why? Because every week I create something, guys. Every week I create something. Every week for a year, when I've created something, I push myself to create something better than what I created before. Opportunity and hard work equals luck, and that's not a lie. The harder you work, the luckier you'll be. So a lot of people believe in manifestation. I'm a big believer of manifestation, but manifestation not only means that opportunities will appear from nowhere, things will align for you. It means following divine inspiration. And I wish I had hours to tell you guys about how I've landed jobs I shouldn't have landed, how even though my ex-husband and I are not together, stories of how we met and how that felt like it was meant to be, and I kind of knew he was going to be my husband before our first date. Certain things like that happened to me in my life were synchronistic moments. It's because I was low-key prepared for it. Okay, guys? So you could show up as your best self. You could put your product out feeling confident about it. You could put yourself out there feeling good about it because maybe you've been in the gym, you've been working on your skin. So when you show up and you meet a person you really like, you're not hoping they like you because you feel like, hey, I'm a person worth liking. Okay? So let's move on to the next thing. You are allowed to be soft and strong. This is for men too, guys. We've been told to pick a lane, be hard or be a pushover, but real power is in the and. You can be nurturing and non-negotiable. You can give grace and still hold your ground. Duality isn't confusion, it's evolution. So a lot of guys are like, oh, if you're nice, super nice to women, that means you're a simp. Absolutely not. It means that you're gonna make that girl fucking melt and she's gonna bend over backwards to do stuff for you and enjoy her princess treatment and brag to you about her friends. A lot of women are like, a lot of women are super nurturing and giving to the men that they're with, but you hear these stories about how some of these guys dog you out, or even you've been dogged out before. We all have been. We've all been there. But it's not casting your pearls to swine. I think that's the saying. So you just want to be discerning about who you're doing this for. You want to observe a little bit and let the person prove to you that they would be a good collaborator in SL, a good partner in SL, a good whatever. And it's okay to give to the person, or have cycles where they give you more than you give them and you give them a lot more than they give you at times, and feel 100% comfortable in it because that's your person and you love them. This is your business partner and you trust them to help you grow the business, and you're in there, you're playing the long game, not the short game. So I just wanted to say that. And that applies to anything. I thought that was a good tip. Number 5, guys. These are so good. Time is currency. Spend it like you know your worth. Time is our most sacred resource, guys. Scrolling, second guessing, chasing people who don't choose you back, it all costs you. Start treating your time like it's expensive. You are a millionaire without even realizing it because of your time and what you could do with it. You know how people always have that saying, Beyonce has the same 24 hours in the day as everyone else? Sometimes your grind mode only got to be for 1 or 2 years. And this could even apply to parenting. So I'm going to talk about Jackson, for example. My coworker and I were talking about our kids, and I pulled Jackson's report card, and he had like all 90s and 180. And I told my coworker I didn't help him with his homework. That's a lie. I told my coworker I didn't help him with his homework at all this year. It's a slight exaggeration, but it's true. I must have helped Jackson with his homework 5 times this year, and I spot checked it. But we don't talk about the structure he had as a toddler. We don't talk about how I left the game for 4 years to help him get prepared for kindergarten, and how I like structured him like he was in a daycare whenever I had him by myself. We don't talk about how I checked his homework every day, and on the weekends I made him redo his homework over and over, so when he took his test he knew what he was doing. How we had failures, like there were times when his grades were like 50s in math, and I created these like strategies to bolster his grades. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes there was focus issues. A lot of times there was focus issues. There were behavioral issues. There were so many things, but I just didn't quit. I just kept showing up. I kept reading books. I kept changing strategies until we found strategies that worked with us, to the point now Jackson says, Mom, I'm having trouble in fractions, and I call a tutor and I get him help. Mom, I have a test this day, and I'm like, hey, and he's automatically starting to redo his homework on his own. And I'm just using my example in parenting, because I don't have that shit figured out at all, right? Like I had him in karate, he was doing good. He didn't like it, so I took him out of it. It's a choice that I regret, because I could see like the benefits the karate had beforehand, and I shouldn't have let him quit. But the point is that I'm trying to make is, how you spend your time is important. What you do with your time is important. What you look like your body wise is how much time you spend in the gym, how much time you spend cooking. How your career is going is how much time you spend working, or how much time, not even how much time you spend working, because I know people who have like one job but they work 14 to 16 hours and they work really hard, but maybe how much time you invest in your skills. Like you could go into grind mode season where you work, and maybe you're on a ramen noodle potato diet for a little while in your school. It's just so that you could get those skills, so you could get the money that you want, right? And it could be stressful. Like my cousin just graduated nursing school, and she was like, Sheena, it was so hard. It was so hard. She feels like she developed an autoimmune disease because of the stress. I don't recommend that, but within reason. I'm not promoting the hustle culture like that. I do believe if you hustle, it does pay off, but within reason, right? Because if you have kids to take care of, there's a lot of energy and effort that you have to put into the next generation in order for them to be like decent citizens, and still there's no guarantee, right? How much time you put into your work, how much time you put in your health, it all reflects. So your time is a valuable resource. If you're spending it on toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic tribes, or kind of just relaxing and resting and just like smoking weed and pondering instead of taking action, it's all going to show. Time is valuable. So what I would say is take that time and invest in yourself. If you want to bake cookies, this was an example that was given in that podcast, bake the best damn cookies you can, sell it at swap meets, sell it at your church conventions, try to get on Shark Tank, get a deal to get your cookies into Target, whatever. Like whatever you're good at, like put your time and energy in that. We don't have a lot of time. Don't just don't leave any stone unturned if you can. And I feel like we're often not reminded of that. We're often told, like, you have to do this and that in order to be successful, or you don't have time to be a dreamer. Dream a little bit. Like, you could afford to dream. We have a lot more time than we think we do. We can make a little bit more sacrifice to pursue a dream, and I highly recommend that happens, even if you could only do that in Second Life. Okay, guys? All right. Image isn't everything, but integrity is. You could show up in full glam, with or without makeup, designer suits or hoodies. But the thing that earns respect is integrity. Be the same person offline, online, and in private. Respect lasts longer than attention. I don't even need to explain that. That's self-explanatory. I know that a lot of us come to Second Life to live our dream life, and I totally approve of that, right? Because a lot of people can't do certain things in real life. Maybe it's because of disability. Like, you always wanted to be a horseback rider, but you can't do that because maybe you're in a wheelchair or you're disabled. But you could do that in Second Life. There's horse racing in the Olympics. There's horse jumping tournaments and all these things. Like, be the best you could be, and you could derive your self-worth and confidence from that. And there's nothing from deriving self-worth from accomplishing goals. It should be from that versus like outside validation, like people giving it to you, because then if you know you could do one thing, it'll give you the courage to try 10 things or 5 things. So just wanted to share that. I think that's super self-explanatory, but it was something that was said in a video, and I just totally agree with that. Okay. You don't struggle to be worthy. You don't need to prove your worth by how much you can endure. You don't have to stay in survival mode just because that's what you were raised on. Ease isn't laziness, it's alignment. Sometimes that ease is earned, or that ease is cultivated, or you've gotten that ease through sacrifice for a season, through being in grind mode for a season. That's not struggle. Just be clear, there's a difference. It's just you putting your head it's like you putting your head down and focusing on what you're doing for a little while. But just also keep in mind, you deserve softness, structure, peace, and progress. And that doesn't cost your soul. So I just wanted to share those things with you. I hope that's helpful. I hope it's inspiring. I hope it doesn't feel like I'm talking at you. It's just some jewels that I got from these podcasts, and I thought that everybody would benefit from. I'm actually going to link the podcast down below, and I hope you enjoy it. Hold on one second. All right, so let's head over and look at some of the, let's come out. Okay, guys, let's head over. We're gonna look at some of the bikinis. I'll show you guys where to get that. So let's go do that right now. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, 37 minutes. I don't think that's too bad. Let me know if you guys like this podcast kind of format that I'm starting to do on Sundays, as well as kind of touring the grab sale, okay? So the first place we're going to go is Yentements. Let's do that. Okay. And I'm just going to go to shared environment because it looks a little dark here, and I kind of like the sunset view that I had going on before. So the owner, Yentements, Caitlin, is so damn smart. Let me tell you what she did. So she moved the event to like basically the land where her store is. Okay, so those are animations. I think this is the direction of her store, right? Let me just show you guys what she did. So she moved the event here. I'm going to close all these chats. One second, guys. Let me just close all these chats. So Yentements, or the Muneka body, this is from the creator of the BBL body, right, guys? Wait, hold on. I'm frozen. Okay, and they have a new body. This is the Muneka body. So there's skins here, there's shapes here, and you could buy the body here. This is what makes her genius. And these are some clothes that she made on her own. All right. And also, she has some free deformers here for the body. And there's some body forms here. And just to give you an idea what the body looks like, people love the boobs on this body. Okay. And then there's also like a flat chest version. And there's some add-ons like the thunder thighs and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a video on the body itself. Let me see some other ad pictures of the body. So here's some more pictures of the body here. But everyone went crazy when this body was released, right? That's the Muneka body. So it's curvy, it's strong, it's boobalicious. And so she has the Yentements event, and the event is here, guys. So this is where the event is. Isn't this smart? So she put the event, guys, in the back of her store so that you could buy, if you have the body, you go ahead, you buy the body, and then there's places where you could get the clothes. And now you know that the event is back here, so you could go ahead and just grab the clothes. You just come over to the shop, maybe pick up any deformers or new add-ons that she releases, and also grab the clothes. So this is GOAT, Be Original, and there's a jumpsuit. I love the platform shoes here. Hold on one second. About that. Okay, and then this is Foyer, and this is, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So there's like a little bikini, a little stringy bikini here. This is Noise. I love this one piece with the skirt, and there's some sandals for the Muneka body. A lot of people are often afraid to buy new clothes because of this. There's some sandals here. So there's shoes for the body. And of course, these clothes also come from different bodies. So if you see anything that you like here, you could go. So this is for Legacy Cooper, Muneka, Reborn, Cooper Mounts, Waifu, Thickie, and Cooper Thickie. So also the new Reborn body. So here's some other stuff. I'm just like skimming all the booths, guys. This is Closet. A nice little bikini top. So everybody made bikinis, huh? If I knew that, I probably wouldn't have made a bikini. With some wedge heels. Okay. This is Monarchy. It says the Co's set. I don't know why they call it a set. It's basically like underwear, like a little padded underwear. Okay, we have some short shorts, strappy bikini top shirt, and platform sandals. Super cute. These are the color swatches. Okay, and then we have Blueprint here. So some men's clothes if you guys are interested, and some women clothes for Muneka. And I'll show you guys the ad. Center dress. It looks like it's interactive too. 28 LA. That dress is gorgeous, and I love the lingerie too. That's really pretty. And I like this kind of two-piece set, very classy. Legacy Cooper Reborn Waifu and Muneka, kind of this Y2K set. And then we have some toenails here, a Muneka exclusive toenail and toe ring from Femdon. We have Addicts here, bikini bottom, and a little skirt showing a little cover up. And then there's that purse with the Lullaby and a MAGA pack if you're interested. There's a dress from Eden here, super cute. Okay, another dress here. I love this kind of newspaper design. Guys, you guys remember the newspaper design with Little Kim? I think that was also Christian Dior. So Christian Dior inspired. We have Mala here with the Saint set. Love the shoes. And the Ava set, love the jumpsuit. And this is Sin City. Halter top and shorts. And some platform shoes. I don't even feel like this does the shoes justice. And then a bikini top and an open shirt. Let's see what that looks like in the ad. Super cute. This is Mother. Laura X, Legacy, Reborn, Cooper, and Muneka. And this is the Riley bodysuit, the boot chaps, and the thigh mods. Okay, if you guys are interested in that, and these are the swatch colors here. Soul, I love Soul. I really love their clothes. I think the rigging is amazing. This is really cute, the leopard. And look at the sexy little bikini here. I feel like Mug did it first, but I love it. Make sure you demo first. And then we have Moxie Studio. How cute is that? I love this jumpsuit. Look at the butt, guys, and look at the back. Legacy, Reborn, Cooper, Muneka, and it says Muneka BB. Oh, okay. Muneka body and Muneka plus. So Muneka also has like a thicker body that's on sale. So just wanted to let you guys. Ooh, look how cute this dress is with the ruffles, guys. That's so pretty. And the back, I love back listings. That is adorable. That is adorable. Okay, then we have Vantage. Look at these shoes here in the top. These little shorty shorts, and this is my booth. I'm getting better. I'm gonna work on my booths a little bit more, guys. So this is the flower bikini. I'm so proud of this. It's made by Sasita. It's for Muneka Squeeze, Muneka Plus, Cooper, Reborn, and Peach. I will, if you guys tell me you want Legacy or something, I could definitely get that rigged. These are selling in the color swatch options. And guys, this bikini is free. This is the 4th of July bikini. All you got to do is touch it and it says get free, and then you just grab it. I'm on unavailable, so I'm not going to get it right now, but that's all you got to do there. Okay, so that's where you can get one of the free items. Okay, and then the booth right next to me. Ooh, I have this dress. It's so sexy. The black one with this little thong underneath. Now they redid it. Convo did it for Muneka. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. This dress, sexy as hell. Okay, and then we have this little short set with the top, or you can wear it with these long pants. We have Pseudo. Beautiful. And look at this little romper set. I love a good romper. Let's look at, is this shoes? Oh, look how cute these sandals are. Make sure you demo. It's also for Cupra. We have Maze. Wow, look at that dress. Sexy Lexi. And some sandals here. Let me see what that says. 1 pack 3 sandals, Muneka only. We have Shelly's. I do like this gold dress. I think this one's really pretty. I'm not a super fan of white textures unless you have like a texture, you know what I mean, like something that's obvious, like it's denim, or it's it has like, what is those ripples called? I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not really sure, but look at this outfit here. It's kind of like a bodysuit with cutouts around the jumpsuit, sorry, with cutouts around the stomach. Boobage looks so glamorous with the hair. It's for Legacy, Muneka, Cooper, and Reborn. Then we have Curve here. I did buy this because I thought this was really cute. It's given like 50s bombshell, and I really liked it. I ended up getting the fat pack. Very beautiful. And let's look at the sunglasses. So there's these furry sunglasses I see on Instagram, but I just haven't figured out where to get them, but I love the sunglasses. Then we have Snappa. Ooh, Snappy, you snapped on this. I love this. This is really adorable, and I love the pictures with the body. Look at the realism with the knees. And there's a butterfly plush dolly that goes with it. Snappa snapped. Then we have dolls, also from Posh Barbie, the creator of the grab sale. She has her 4th of July bikini out, and oh, she told me that she was selling this mesh. So I see that she kept it to make like this casual, it looks like a tracksuit, but with a skirt, much cuter. It's the Dream Girl set, and all the swatch options are here and modeled on these avatars. So that looks great. And then we have, last but not least, Evade. So super cute. I think this is a genius idea to put your event in the back of your clothing store. Smart. Okay, so that's it. So that's place number 1 you could get the bikini from. We're gonna go into the sales room right now. So let's go to the sales room. We're not gonna, I'm also gonna take you to the grand, but we're not gonna go through the entire grand, guys, because that's just too much for me. But we're gonna let this res in, and then I'll just show you the booths. That's gonna be the easiest way. So this sales room is like the label event. So the Yentements event is more like a monthly event where you're just paying for exclusive items full price. This event, the sales room, is like items that's been previously released around the 99 Linden sales point. So Curated is selling the Rainbow AP watch. Look at that bling, y'all. And then some other watches here, like Chrome Heart watch. That's really pretty. I love a good watch, guys. And you know, the fat pack could be discounted, may not be. Then we have Eden. And we're just gonna focus on the ads. With this two-piece skirt and dress. Like, it's kind of like that love-inspired dress, and the bodies are here. Also outfits for Muneka if you have that body. And you know, it's always hard to find outfits for a new body. The plushie here, and then another dress with the swatch options here. WSI, the Kaori set, and the Shannon dress. Okay, and these are the swatch options. You know, leopard drew my eye. And then we have Hype Life. These are posters, home and garden, building objects. Car Geek posters. I think the guys would love this. So that's what that looks like. We have Sin City again at the sales room. This is a cute little romper set. This is for the Muneka body. I could tell by the boobs. The girls love the boobs for Muneka. A little tracksuit here. Remember the juicy tracksuits? Like, these are the more updated ones. Don't ask me to pronounce that. And then we have the Aria suit here. These are the textures, very high quality. Look at the denting around the belly, and then like the sheen over the breast and the torso. That's super nice. Okay guys, so this is my booth. I'm gonna let that resin for a second. This is the item I sold at the drop. It's actually doing numbers here. So this is the bear dress. If you want it, guys, and you want to support, just come grab a dress here. And this is where you can find the second bikini that's free here that I gave away for the 4th of July. The color options is just different. The other bikini has red petals and a blue bottom with the red petals. And this is like the reverse option, okay? And then I'm also selling my Slow Zempic here. So if you guys want it, it is scripted and animated as well. And then you could just use it as a decor item. And I think that's on sale as well here. Then we have Maze with the Issa set. That's really cute. This shirt is the quality is really good. The shirt and short set, make sure you demo it. And these are the bodies, Cooper Peach Reborn Muneka. And then we have a Lover Girl set. Let's let that resin, guys. So we have a grinder, or maybe you could look at the picture. Grinder, a card, rolling paper, a weed jar, and then a bud. Let's see if it rezzed in. More, reset, text refresh. Okay, there we go. That looks really cute. So if you guys like it, make sure you grab it. And I'll put chapters in here too. And this is the Foxy fit here. Okay, what are they selling here? So we have Slime Beer, 2 units available. I don't know how that works. And new drink alert. Okay, maybe it has RLV. I'm not really sure. It doesn't give much information. It says props included. So there's a poser. I don't think the cameras are for sale. I think that's just come over here and check it out. Props not included for this pose here. Daddy's Home, Summer Vibes, My Heart pose, and yeah, Daddy's Home is right. I just said that because of the, and then we have like jerseys for men and women with some sneakers that go along with it. The duffel bag is super cute. That would be good for closet decor. Then we have Coco's here. Mock turtleneck, sleeveless with like a little flirty skater skirt. Then we have bestie poses and baddie activities pose pack, as well as the girly prop phones. Okay, so we have that. Oops, sorry guys. Let me just turn around. Then we have therapeutic for some jewelry. So if you're on a budget and you want to get like the newest jewelry, like Chanel, Big Mama, crosses, necklaces, so on. A lot of these things are 99 cents. Van Cleef. Hello Kitty inspired jewelry. You could get it. This would be cheaper than what you could find, like, say, at Dream Day or something like that. All right, let's check out this booth, Nana's. All right, let's see what's going on here. This is the Finesse two-piece set. So it's kind of giving that, like, bombshell vibe as well. So closer look. I'm trying to see what the difference is. What am I looking closer at? Okay, that's just how the top goes. I guess it shows a little bit of under boob. Let me see this swatch. I think I really like this swatch color. That's very pretty. And then some boots that go along with it. And there's some fat pack options as well. Very cute. Okay. Okay. And then we have some skins for sale. All right. And shapes with style cards included. Very pretty. Reborn Waifu. And this is that new body. Numana, I think it's called. And the Lovelet shape. These are hairs. Yes, Paris unit. This was sold at Dream Day. So now you're getting a discount here. Solange unit. And then it looks like they're selling like future MILF like pillows here. CC Creations, Hello Kitty Cow collection. All right, so some plushies. And I guess there's more plushies there. And then we have Exodus. Then we have Exodus. So... Hi. Hi. And then we have Exodus with the skin set. That was my cousin. I told you guys my cousin's staying with me with her baby. So then we have the Lumiere. We have some tattoos, the Sakura Dragon, and then some faded and regular tattoos that says Saints. And then we have the Desiree shape and the Nelly shape and the Keone shape. And then we have some ultra poses, finer thing pose. And I don't know why it has a play button. One bento pose included, prop balls included, props not included. I guess that's just part of the advertising guy, and the handsy pose. So very cute. So if you want to stock up on your poses, you can also get that here. Did I actually go to this side already? Okay. I don't know what's for. Okay, I think it's the top as well as the bottom. It's like a ribbon bottom here. It's 99 Ls for the whole mega pack, guys. So if you like this, it covers Legacy, Reborn, Waifu, Cooper, and Muneka. And I'll just zoom in to some of the swatch colors here. Okay, guys. And then we have the Reloaded with the purses. Ooh, Telfar inspired bags. We have the regular solid colors, and then some shirts, phones, and little outfits, lights and darks. That's super cute. I like that a lot. Definitely going to come back and get that when I'm not filming. Then we have Cunts Are Us, and let's see what they're selling. It's the Bougie set, Bougie bra and panties, as well as a skirt, available in 15 colors. And these are the color swatch options. And the skirt comes with a belt, which is super cute. That looks nice. Okay. We have skin here. Sunkissed, Praline, Brownie, Chocolate, Molly, Moonlight, and Ebony. And then we have tattoos here. Slutty tramp stamps. And then some male tattoos. The male ones are really nice too. They're stomach tattoos. That one's really nice. I love the male tattoos. I think they look great. Okay, and then we have some animations. I'll get on that for you guys so you can see what it looks like. These are like little animated dances. I bought one of them. This is the ski dance. And this is a squat, like a little sitting squat, I guess you could add. And only 99 lindens. This is a wall dance. And this is a bounce dance, coileray. Headlock dance. And usually dances loop for about 90 seconds, so it could change in between. I'm not sure. I'm just giving you like a sneak peek of what the dances are, guys. So definitely come through to the event and check it out. I will leave the slurs down below. I love these nails. I think it's from Berserk, and I bought these. These are gorgeous. I can't wait to wear them. The Rockstar nails, and they're short nails. They come from men too. Then we have the soft jazz vibe. So we have some leg warmers, shorts. It reminds me of like Skims a little bit with all these neutral colors, okay? And then we have Rezzers from Adorna. Chrome heart backdrop. Personal Kicks delivery. That's super cute. Okay, and then we have Solace, the ribeye steak and lobster dinner, only 99 lindens. And the flowers, you guys know I love these flowers. All you have to do is sit on them. You could cut the flowers, you could pour water, you could tend to them. It's interactive and it's a lot of fun to use. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and show you guys a little bit of the animations. Let me take this drink out of my hand. Let's attach that, just for visual interest. So you could cut the stems. Let me see if it's actually giving me anything. So if you have Avi Sitter experience Rest on Your World, which most places do, these things will, oh, I'm on unavailable. Because I was going to say these things will more than likely automatically get in your hand. So let me just get off of unavailable for a second. And guys, this video is going to wrap up very soon. Don't worry. So cut stems. Yes. I don't know why it's pink, or maybe this is just not resin. So you could cut the stems of the flower. You live in your soft girl life. You could pour water in to the, okay, hold on a second. Let's say yes. You pour water in, 99 lindens, guys, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 95 lindens. You can't go wrong with this. I bought this, actually Mac bought me the fat pack because he wanted me to have it. Like one of my friends showed me this. And then flower arranging. So if you didn't get a chance to get it when it first came out, this is your time to get it now, guys. Like, this is so nice. And it's great if you create content too. Love it. And this is a close-up of the food and then the drink. Is it a giver? I think I'm frozen, guys. And there's a curry lamb and rice. There's some lobster bites and I think filet mignon and scallops. And this is all animated. I'm afraid to buy this because I don't know what I have and what I don't have. I don't want to buy it twice. Let me just see something. SOLACE. Hopefully they put their name in the object. Okay, I got the pink luggage. I do like a lot of her stuff. But it's so funny because I know I did buy the food, but I don't see that here. Let me just see something. So the name of this would be, yeah, it says Solace. I'm afraid to buy more stuff because I don't know what I have and don't have, guys. I guess I don't have this. This I definitely bought. Okay, so where is it in the folder? All right, so let's do this, guys. So we're gonna go to recent, lobster. Oh, it doesn't say Solace on it. Find all links. Let's go to inventory. Okay, I only bought it once. Okay, that's good news. And curry lamb. Just make sure you guys check your make sure you check your inventory first. It doesn't say Solace on it, so just keep that in mind. All right, moving forward. Let's just go. This is why I like to be on unavailable. Guys, I'm gonna go on unavailable. I probably won't buy any more things because my thing is gonna get like super crowded. So let's just go on unavailable for a while. This is the end of the event. These two people have not set up yet. So let's see some of this other stuff that's for sale. So we have like a bralette, a skirt, and these boots. Oh, Anna, what is this? Is this like a waist chain? That's so cute. I would definitely get that for sure. Yes, that's I may have to go on an unavail because I won't remember to get this. So let me just go here. Why did I make my screen bigger? That was not the intention. And K9 is my favorite sale, so I always shop that because they're old school and they put those note cards out there. But let me just go here and just grab this. So that's 99. I think I saw this on Instagram and I wanted it, but I'm glad that I didn't know where it was because now I could get it at this discounted rate. All right, so I got the waist chains. I love a good waist chain. So the skirt and the top, not so sure about. It's not, I like the top a lot, but I'm not so sure about it. And then we have some items for men. The Key sweatsuit. I wish I had Mac here to try it on for me. Okay, so that's what that looks like for the guys. All right. This item, the rings, these like ring pops were at the drop event. She put her item back out too. The candy rings, they're super cute. I do own this. And let me see how much she's charging. 99 lindens for the body, and I think you get the whole fat pack. This is what it looks like. That's really pretty, and it's rigged, so you can't go wrong with that. And we have like this little booty shorts and like a mock turtleneck top. These are all the swatches, and let's see what this is. Like a little bathing suit outfit. It's summer, so the bathing suits are out. Love the hat, but I like the hat with like more of this design, like this pineapple and stuff. That's super cute. I wish they were selling that, but yeah, so cute. We have some more skins here because I know some of you guys like to change your obbies every week. This skin is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. It's for the Brienne head. If you're interested, come get the skin, especially because it's going to be at a discounted price. And if it's skin that's compatible with velour and you already have your velour skin, one less thing to worry about. This is Imperium. They're selling some cars for 99 linden. I saw this on Instagram as well. And then we have some male clothes here. The Hellboy fit. Very YN approved. And then we have some pictures, I guess. Oh, these are backdrops and PNG files. The Scary Greenhouse, Princess SeaWorld, Thorny Skulls and all that. And then some snow wall art. Oh, this one is actually like a ring. I don't know if this is just for kids, but it's like Lilo and Stitch and then the Hello Kitty version. You could buy the fat pack. And then Wolfpack sells all these throwables. And he did like sorority fraternity letters that were throwables as well. So he has some rugs for sales. The SLEBT card tosser. Dirk and King Von no auto dance gesture and animations, chicken noodle soup dances, and teleporters if you guys are interested in that. And here are some of the rugs that's for sale. And I think they're also, oh, you have to open it, but I think that they also say stuff like if there's gestures in there as well. So just come out and check out the booth if you're interested in there. And we're almost done, guys. And then we have Top Flight Customs. This is like Monte Carlo classic, beautiful car. I love old school cars. Me and Mac have that in common. We love classic cars. And then you have this one. I think it's like a BMW inspired car, but or is that Acura? I'm not really sure. I live in New York. I'm not really a car person, guys. Then we have Elisant skins. Gorgeous. Very pretty. If you're interested, get the skins. Make sure you demo first. And a little tube dress here. A little slit on the side, so that's really cute. And then some currency clips. That's cute. Am I unavailable? How much is the mega pack? $7.99. Am I gonna wear this? That's my only thing. So silver, gold, but it has to be dollar bills. Let's just grab the gold ones, guys. Is she, wait, hold on a second. You're making it too difficult for me to buy this. Okay, it's too difficult to buy. I have to move on, guys. let's head over to the grab sale. We're gonna go to the grand first because I just want to show you where the other half of that bikini is, and then we're gonna go to the grab sale. I'll show you that. We're just gonna skim the booths like we normally do. Well, I don't normally do. Normally I linger, but because I did so many events in one video, we're just gonna skim the booths. So the grand, I usually have to res in. It's towards the end, so it's not as crowded as it usually is. We're not gonna go through the whole event because it's too busy here, but I will just take you to my booth, show you what I'm selling, and also where you can get your freebie at. It's on the second floor, guys. Just turn right here. Okay. This is my favorite, one of my favorite jewelry makers, Yagi. So just turn right here by Yagi. And I'm just selling the shipments, like the drug shipments with the mailbox and the gun. I had it at the grab sale for like a day, not even that long. But when I found out that I got into the grand, I just moved all my stuff here. Okay, and I put like a little treat here for you guys. It's like the money counter. It actually counts money. If you touch it, you just get a stack of money. So that's like my free gift to you guys. You have 2 gifts at this booth if you're interested in that. Okay, so just wanted to share that with you. And the stack of money you guys seen before. So it's this gun. Let's let it resin. These Coke, a phone with my text on it. I actually made that myself. And stacks of money. And then we have like a police radio, stacks of money, weed packages, moon rocks, and then weed growing in it. And like these boxes, which is not completely resin in. It's DHL, FedEx, priority mail boxes. You could see them a little bit clearer here. And then the free bikini bottom is here. It was the reverse color like I was telling you guys. All right, guys, let's head over to the grand. It's the last event. We'll just skim through there and that's it. And let's see the time. Let's see how I'm doing on time. 1 hour and 10 minutes. Not bad. I think that I did this really quickly. Okay, so grab. Let's go over there. So once you, and just to say this, guys, once you click on the free gift, right, and you get the free gift, let me just show you what's in there. It should just be a folder. So let's take this away and go to recents. So you will get the thong in this case for all the bodies, and then I put like teleporters or little landmarks so you could go to other places and get the other bikinis. And also there's like a little note card where it tells you where to get everything at. Okay, guys, so there's some free gifts here for you. Let's head over to the grab sale. So grab. Okay, so this, if we can't get to the grab sale because it's rerouted to the Posh event, we won't do it this week, and that's fine. Okay, I could get here. I couldn't get here the other day. So the Posh event is going on this week, guys. I'll put a link there in my video in case you guys are interested. But available. I don't know why she has this down, because I don't pay for my booths because I do this video, but I'll talk to her about that later. Anyways, my loves, so here we are. I'm going to just tap that. So here I am selling a tossable purse. More, reset, text refresh. And I don't know why this gift looked like that. So basically a HUD comes up, you throw the purse at someone, it smashes, change falls out the purse, and it's just like a fun little item. It's animated, scripted, no modify, no transfer, copy only. This is what the purse looks like. Last summer I was just holding it in my hand as like, you know, it was just like my decoration or like accessory item. My light is kind of bright, but this is what it looks like here. That's the mesh and texture quality, and I'm only selling 2 of them. Like, there's tons of colors that I have in my store, but that's what it looks like. Okay, it's the Louis Vuitton inspired bag. Then I have rares and spares, my games here for the baby showers and stuff. They sell really well on Instagram, on Marketplace, but I also don't have a lot of competition. So you just res these out as big as yourself, and the host can give prizes out or gift cards or lindens, and everyone just participates and answer questions. If you have clear and glowing skin, or you having girl or boy, more than likely people will say boy. Answer key is included. Whoever has the most right answers will actually win, and then the host will give them the gift. And it's just a good way to get everyone mixing and mingle and involved at the baby shower. These sell really well. Baby shower Pictionary. Pickles and ice cream, what does that equal, will be the answer. You know, some type of like craving or something. We have birthday cakes categories and birthday, the Second Life birthday game. Like if it's Posh's birthday, would she prefer a beach landscape or forest landscape? So it's basically how well do you know the birthday girl or boy. Okay, Barrio's not here. Then we have Y2K Cosmetics. Okay, good. They finally updated their booth. There's the Indie Skin, Leluca Evo Tones in 3 tones. So we have some skins. What's great about these weekend and sales events is that they actually have skins. So instead of skins being like 800 lindens, you can get it for 99 lindens. So thank the sales gods for that, right? Here's some lashes. So it's going to be very easy to create a customized Avi because of all these clothes and weekend events. Customized eyebrows, makeup, lips, lashes, you know, more lashes, unique makeup looks, outfits, even for the newer bodies like Muneka. So just come in the booth and look at it. We have Kitty Scout. This is kind of the same thing that they were selling last week. So I'm just going to cam around the booth at the nails, and then I'll just zoom in so you can see what bodies it's for. There you go. Very nice. And then we have Charmers, Prissy Princess. And these look like poses. Okay, these are open. Then we have, and I bought this last week, I Am Her, this little cute jumpsuit. And then we have the one with the daisies, plain and plaids. And then these are the bodies it's for. Muneka, Cooper, Reborn Waifu, Legacy, Bombshell, Laura X. Happy Pride Bear is the sale on again, as well as the purse. I know a lot of people have been blogging this on Instagram, so people seem to really love it. The YSL inspired Pride bag, very beautiful with the holdable bears. And everything in the sale is between 69 and 99 linden, unless it's the fat pack. This is I Am Her again with this cute little dress, and then a top and panty set. It's very nice. Then we have Wildlands with this like tube dress, and then a free gift on the side, which are these PBR purses. And just give them a second to res in. So if you guys are interested, just join the group. And the dresses for these bodies. Okay, and then we have Sasha's World with this bikini top, bikini cover up, a waist chain, and the bikini panties. Very cute. Rares and spares. This is actually a new item that I made with these, that I had made with these shorts, and like the top and the back is backless. It's like one of my favorites, especially this green cheetah one. It's for Reborn, Muneka Cleavage, Cupra, and Legacy, Mousy's Cookout Bodysuit. And I'm also selling this keychain, the Hello Kitty one, and then the penguin keychain, and it kind of swings on your hand like this, guys. It's very cute. And then my Ozempic is here as well. All right, now let's work our way around. So for Republic, it looks like there's a jumpsuit here for sale with a purse. All right, so if you want to add your basics like your black, white, brown, neutral colors, even the navy with the purse, because you could always wear it with a fur or a jacket like in the winter time. And these are some purses that go along with it, and these are some sandals if you just want to wear it for like spring or fall. or even like a cooler day in the summer in real life. And these are some twerk animations. The Pika Pika, I've shown this before. Then we have Allure Couture with this dress and little bikini set, bikini and wrap set. That's very adorable. And these are the bodies it's for: Gen X Curvy, Lure X Legacy, Perky, Maitreya, and Reborn. And it's only 65 linden, guys. You really can't go wrong with this. These are the swatch colors here. Gotcha. All right, and then we have Code Oasis, the Sienna shape for Kaya Evo and E-Body Reborn, and some nails. I don't know if the picture is blurry or it's my textures, but I do think in this case it's actually the picture. Yeah, because I clicked it and it usually clears up after you click it. Okay, then we have Gold Square with this dress, the Esma dress, and then some animations here. So you guys just try the animations there. And then we have I Am Her with this beautiful paneled sheer and lattice body corset top with the lacing around the butt. It's very nice, very structured. And these are some of the swatch options here. I bought one of these dresses, very pretty. Dolls is blank today because I think she's at the Posh sale. And these are bodied shapes for men, bodied by Bella. And usually her shapes is like 2,000 linden. So if you come here and get it for 99 linden, you're doing well. And these are the Pride set, buckle set for Cooper Squeeze, Reborn and Reborn Juicy. These are like the fanny packs and the glasses and stuff. Then we have Olivia for basic AO females, and then the Queen Basic HUD Dance. Just try that before you buy. And then we have some more skins here. And it's so cheap that you can't go wrong with this, honestly, guys. And then we have Drama Llama with these outfits. Okay. And dolls. Oh my god, we got to go back to the Grand because I think I forgot to show my son's stuff. I must have missed a part. And then we have Flossie with the She Ate post. Let's go back to the Grand really quick and then we'll just wrap up, not the Grand, the sales room, and then we'll just wrap up this video. My son also has poses at the Posh event, so if you end up teleporting there, you can get the poses there as well. But I think it's cheaper here, so I must have missed something. So his stuff is here. I must have missed this whole wall. Okay. How can I do that to my son? Okay, so we have LeBeau. We have more Tramp Sense, Princess, Brat, and Spoiled, Hellcat, Big Mama, and Hottie, and Horselet and Tramp. Okay, so if you guys want that. And then we have this Zodiac necklace from Foreign. This is the mesh and texture quality. And it looks like it comes in gold, rose gold, and silver. And these are Born in Poverty. The poses. Resroom has a great sale, guys. It's like 40% off if you're interested, everything in the store. So here are some of the poses from Born in Poverty. This is one of my favorite pictures that he's ever done. He's a talented picture taker. He also released the Little Yachty inspired shoes, and he brought them in World, so we love that. These are some of his money poses. The YNs really love his stuff. And he did some couple poses. And then these weed bags that he had mesh, people seem to really like them. They're in a lot of pictures. And he actually used Meshy to get these props for the Codeine Junkie pack. Where is the Codeine Junkie pack? Okay, I guess these are the older poses. And then we have more poses for sale here. Just skim through some of them. Like couples poses. And Rogue, what are we selling here? The Zeno pose pack, the Demonte pose pack, Rider pose pack, and then some aliens for sale. These are Bella Moore little outfits for the goth girlies, the Medusa set, some eyeshadows. Okay. The Shanda outfit, and designer case fat packs, and K-Pad Pros. It looks like it plays music and stuff. So guys, make sure you read this and try this all out. Whew. that was a lot to get through. Thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate you taking the time to check out what I'm doing here for you guys, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you so much, and that's it. Bye.